Welcome to the Matt O'Grady Coaching Podcast. This is where Matt shares all his ideas on how to be happier, more successful, and enjoy life to the fullest. Please go to mattogradycoaching.com and thelivinggratitudebook.com to learn more and receive your free micro-coaching session with Matt.
Hello, welcome to the Matt O'Grady Podcast, mattogradycoaching.com, thelivinggratitudebook.com, and today we're going to talk about Abraham Hicks. We're going to talk about how to be happy right now. You know, there's all this waiting going on. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Really? Ask yourself, what are you waiting for? You know, if you're waiting for that thing to happen, that relationship, that money, that this, that, for this person to say the right thing, if you are waiting for it to be the perfect temperature on the perfect day with all the perfect stuff happening simultaneously, guess what? You're going to be waiting a long time, a real long time. Here's the idea. The idea is that when you are aware of the present moment, you're in the present moment. You're not letting the ego drag you around. You're not letting your worries and doubts and fears drag you around. You're just letting all of that go for a few moments. You get present in the present moment, and you start to feel your way towards what you want. You start to direct your attention towards what you want. You start to move your focus into the vibrational relationship of what you want. You start to think about what you want. You start to imagine what you want. And as you do that, hopefully you were doing that with me just now. And if not, let's try it again. Get into the present moment. Relax, breathe, let all the other stuff go, and start to think about what you really, really, really want. And as you focus on it, believe that you are experiencing. See it in your mind's eye. Feel it in your heart. If you're doing that, which I hope you are, I certainly am, then you are starting to move closer to the frequency of what you want. You're starting to vibrate it, therefore starting to come into coherence of it, that vibrational coherence. I mean, let's just take a couple Abraham quotes. I brought a few up here about happiness. A happy life is just a string of happy moments, but most people don't allow the happy. They're so busy trying to get a happy life. A happy life is just a string of happy moments. So the point here in today's podcast is about getting into the space of those happy moments. To stop thinking about external circumstances, external appearances as the way to happiness, because the truth is, it really doesn't work that way. I know that's what we all kind of seem to be thinking about. I'm going to be happy once I'm going to work 97 hours a week, and then once I stop working, I'll be happy. When I retire, I'm going to be happy. When this person stops complaining, I'm going to be happy. When so-and-so does this for me, I'm going to be happy. When so-and-so respects me, I'm going to be happy. We all have thousands of reasons, while happiness is just sitting there, waiting for us to focus on it. And how do we focus on it? We focus on it with our minds, with our hearts, with our being, with our attention, with our focus. And as we do that, as we use our imagination, as we use this creative power that we've all been given, all of a sudden you're starting to string together these happy moments. And it doesn't stop there. Let's talk about another Abraham quote about happiness that will help us kind of understand more about what they're talking about here. You've got to be happy with the vibrational version before the manifested version can come. We're not asking you to be happy in the absence of what you want. We're asking you to be happy in the vibrational presence of what you want. Now, what is the vibrational presence? That sounds like, what is that, right? That's the imagination. That's the right before bed, thinking about what you want. I hope you're bookending. If you've been listening to this podcast for any amount of time, you hear me talking about the bookending probably 172 times, but it's so important. The first thing you do when you wake up is get grateful. The first thing you do when you wake up is start to feel that appreciation. Whatever goodness you have in your life, you start to focus on it. You start to vibrate it. You start to get into that vibrational presence of goodness that's already in your life. This isn't about visualizing when you first wake up. In my opinion, you can do that, but for me, I love to focus on the good that's already there. Actually there. Come later, and I like to focus on that more throughout the day and especially right before bed. That's just me. You can test out what works best for you, but this is how I coach my clients to do it, and it seems to work pretty well. So when you first wake up, you're grateful. You just take a few minutes while you could still be in bed, or while you're making the coffee, or getting yourself ready for work, or you're in the shower, whatever time works for you. I like to do immediately. I don't want any of those heebie-jeebies to creep in and doubt, fear, worry, anxiety, any of that stuff, because sometimes if you wait till you get in the shower, you wait till you have your first cup of coffee, man, they're already in. You've already gone in the direction of what you don't want. You've already gone away from the vibrational presence of what you want. So I like to get into the vibrational presence of what I already love about my life, what's already great about my life, and then kind of wake into the day, kind of step into the day coming from that place. And all of a sudden, it's just amazing how things start to unfold smoothly, because I'm in the vibrational presence of goodness, of happiness, of joy, of appreciation of what's already good. And then I'm vibrating that everywhere I'm going, every conversation I have, every meeting I have, every interaction I have, and everything that I do. My coffee tastes better, and my relationships feel great, and I am happy. I'm stringing those happy moments together, like in the first Abraham quote. So this one's really important, because what they're talking about here is being happy with the vibrational version. You don't have to wait for the manifested version, the physical version, to come in. You can be happy about it now. You really can. It's just a choice. It's just choosing, just making a decision that you're going to be happy for it now. Why not? Why not? Why? Is it better to complain about it? Is it better to feel crappy about it? Is it better to worry about it? Really, answer that question. Because if it is, that's news to me. Because when I worry, I feel like crap. When I doubt myself, I don't feel good. When I have anxiety, it feels terrible. When I'm worried, it feels bad. Why do I want that? Why would I ever want that, right? So, listen, we all have them, right? It's gonna come up, but are we gonna stay there, or are we gonna pivot? Are we gonna say, okay, shit, I'm going in. Doesn't feel good. Let me start to pull things back. Let me get present. Let me awaken. Let me become aware of what's going on in my body. Let me get clear. Let me get grounded. Let me start to awaken and remember all the good stuff I have in my life. I love to start with the body and the breath. Starting with the body and the breath is so easy and so helpful. It just allows you to get grounded. You just do the sense exercise. I've talked about it also on here about 172 times. And it's on my blog, and it's everywhere. So, and if you want a specific written out version, all you have to do is email me. Go to mattO'GradyCoaching.com, hit the contact button, send me a message. Say, hey, Matt, I want that sense exercise written out. And I'll email it right to you, and I'll be happy to have a conversation with you about anything that you're interested in. Any way that I can help you, I will do it there. So anyway, I really wanted to talk about this because, during the holidays, it's December now. We're just a couple weeks away from the Christmas holiday, just a few weeks away from the New Year's. Hanukkah, I believe, is late this year. So, all these kind of busy times. We're busy at work. We're trying to get everything done for the holidays. We're setting up travel. We're hosting. We're going to parties. We're doing all this stuff. We're burning the candle at every end possible. Why not be happy along the way? Let's not wait till Christmas. Let's not wait for the holiday. Let's not wait for that person to do what we want. Let's get happy now. And then, when we do, we can be that happier at times. Why not do that, right? It's just, life can be short. Why do we want to wait? Why do you want to wait? Here's another one, another Abraham quote, kind of in support of what we're talking about here today. There's not one blasted thing for any of you to do, but get happy now. That's it. Find a reason to be happy. And what a spot you live in to be happy. There is so much good stuff around you. So much. So this is kind of what I'm talking about with the gratitude practice in the morning. I just feel like if the envisioning process, the visualization process, the kind of getting in the vibrational presence of what you want, for a lot of people, especially in the beginning, can be tough. I understand it. It's kind of, it feels weird, or you're just really not used to it, or whatever it is. I mean, now that I've been doing it for so many years, it's not weird at all. It's 100% cool, and I absolutely love it, and I do it dozens of times a day. I do it especially before I go to sleep, right as I'm drifting off to sleep. It's just my nightly ritual. I kind of get into a good space, a happy space, and check in on my family as I'm going to bed. I'm the last person. I'm coming off of meditation and some prayer and some exercises. And then as I'm getting to bed, I just start visualizing what I want, and I allow it to make me feel so super good. And then I just drift off into sleep with all of those visions of beauty and abundance and happiness and joy into my subconscious as I sleep. And then my subconscious mind is working with the universe as I'm drifting off to sleep, working with God, whatever you want to call it. Then I wake up in the morning, and lo and behold, there's emails and voicemails and all sorts of stuff about what I'm hoping is going to move forward. And that's just it. That's just the way that it goes. When you learn how to start kind of connecting to that, it becomes really easy. However, circling back to the morning practice, if you're really not used to that yet, I'd start with a gratitude practice, an appreciation practice. You're just looking for positive aspects in your life, and then you think about them. You think about the people. You imagine something that's already happened, and you kind of replay it in your mind and how cool it was and how grateful you are and how beautiful it was. I mean, Abraham says there's not one blasted thing for any of you to do but get happy now. I mean, what if you just lived by that mantra all day, every day? Even if you're not happy, if you live by the mantra, you're aiming for it, right? So it's completely understandable that you're not happy every moment of every day. I'm not either, right? Even though I've been doing this stuff for 20 years. It's just part of being a human, right, is this kind of change thing that's always happening. We're always in the present moment, whether we're aware of it or not, but things are changing. People are doing different things. We're doing different things. Our bodies are doing different things. Our minds are doing different things. We're going to different places. So it's always changing, right? It's always changing. We have to adjust with it. We have to kind of bring this happiness mindset along with us. We have to bring this remembrance with us so that we can be happy and or be aiming for happiness in the upcoming moment. But I'll tell you right now, if you're able to be happy in a moment, it's that much easier to be happy in the next moment. It really is. So if you're able to start your day off that way, build your day with the foundation of gratitude and appreciation, man, it just sets you up for success. It sets you up for happiness. It sets you up for stringing those happy moments together. You're actually doing what Abraham is saying here. And there's nothing else to do other than be happy right now. And the present moment is key. I just want to circle back to, if you are not practiced in becoming aware of what's going on through meditation or some other practice that you've learned, this is going to be tough because life has a lot of momentum. Worry, doubt, fear, anxiety, panic, all of those things has a lot of momentum. So one of the most important things that I like to teach my clients is how to get grounded, how to get aware, how to connect with their body and their mind and their heart so that you can see and feel what's happening. I mean, right now as I'm speaking, I'm not just letting the words fly. I'm actually attending to the vibration of my voice. I can feel my voice vibrations in my throat, down into my chest, up into my mouth. I can feel my tongue and my lips and my teeth moving. I'm aware of my body. You can't see me, but my hands are going all over the place. I got a big smile on my face. And there's nowhere I'd rather be right now than sharing this information with you. But I'm aware of myself. I have a focus. I know what I'm saying. I'm in the present moment with you as I'm saying these words. And when you live that way, you're just so much more engaged in the present moment. You're so much more alive. There's so many more opportunities and choices and directions that you can take yourself because you're aware of the present moment, because you're awake in the present moment. And then you can choose, you can decide, you can consciously make choices about where you want to go next. Just as I'm going through with these quotes, I'm about to read another one to you. Get deeper into it. You're able to feel it in a much deeper way. It's just how it works. So here's a quote that I'll read. It's a simple, quick one. And it says, "The secret to getting anything desired, get happy." You know, this is a short one, so I'll do the pregnant pause around it so you can really let it sink in as I read it again, because I believe that Abraham has tremendous wisdom for our lives, and I've been listening to them since 1998. I was very resistant to it when I first listened to it. Sounded nice, sounded interesting. It took a couple years for me to really start to believe it. And here I am at the end of 2016, still listening, sometimes daily, sometimes several times a day, sometimes while I'm driving to meetings for my digital marketing business, or I'm just sitting at home working on something. I got Abraham in the background. There's so much beauty, so much wisdom, so many helpful pieces of information about how to focus, how to direct our attention to what we want. And then we create our own practice, our own individual version of what that is. Like any teaching, any self-development or spiritual teaching becomes kind of what we bring to it, not exactly what somebody else does or what the teacher does, what intuitively, what feels the best to you. And I'm going to read this quote again. "The secret to getting anything desired, there's not too much more to it." I know some people want it to be something like the Bible or some other several thousand page book that allows you to understand things, but the truth is that you don't need that. All you need is happiness. All you need is alignment. And there's so many other ways to go about it. So let's go through some of these, because I'm a big fan of this list that I have here, and I highly recommend taking advantage of it. You've heard me talk about how important it is, I think, to do our practices while we're doing some of the basic things in life. And I think that is really helpful. So when I'm making the coffee or cooking breakfast or taking a shower or brushing my teeth, I'm not thinking about my meetings later or, any of that stuff. I'm thinking about joy, beauty, what I appreciate, the sun through the window, the dew on the leaves, the clouds in the sky, whatever's beautiful and enjoyable and wonderful to me, a hug, a high five, a smile, whatever it is that kind of gives you that juice of life. It could be about yourself, anything, achievement you've had, or, the way things are going that are really good, or the beauty you have in a relationship, whatever it is. And just allow to watch the breath in and out. I'm a meditator. I meditate every day and believe wholeheartedly in meditation. And once again, super simple. Nothing crazy. No wild rituals. No goats. No blood. No weird stuff. Just focused in the present moment on the breath and become open to those beautiful moments, those simple, beautiful moments of appreciating the gift of my breath, because without the gift of my breath, what do I have? I don't have this life, I'll tell you that much. Your breath is your life. Without it, you do not experience your human life. So really important to think about. If you're not a meditator, I highly recommend you consider it. I've got dozens of meditations here on the podcast. I've got dozens of free downloads and free things all over MattO'GradyCoaching.com and the blog. I mean, it's all out there, right? You go to YouTube and, search for, just put in the search bar, beginning meditation, Try some things out, see what you like. It doesn't have to be my stuff, but, I'd love it if you used my stuff and told me what you think about it. I've got a new audio CD coming out, a new downloadable audio coming out called Breathe, 5 Meditations to Happiness. I just got the kind of the test CD to check the sound and everything. It was super cool. I went to a studio and recorded it, and I loved it, and I'm going to be doing a lot more of that because it makes me happy. So why not do an audio recording on 5 meditations for happiness? So anyway, a few more things here. Just a nice list of things. Of course, the gratitude and appreciation practice, the list of positive aspects, the focus on the good things in your life, and here's a couple other things that are just, they're kind of obvious, but sometimes we forget. Drink enough water. Yeah. If you drink enough water, then your body, your physical body, is able to function at a higher level. If you're able to function at a higher level, then you will find it easier. It's the same thing with sleep, and it's the same thing with eating right, and it's the same thing with exercise. Getting out and moving the body is so important. I'm a big believer in fresh air, but I'm a big believer in getting out into the nature, getting away from concrete, getting away from buildings, getting away from, the air that isn't as clean. When you're in the woods, all that oxygen is coming into your body. So if you're drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, exercising your body, you're going to find it a lot easier to be happy because your body's going to be happier. And as much as us kind of spiritual people like to leave the body to the side, it's really important so that you don't have to kind of work so hard to be happy. It'll be easier to be happy if your body is in alignment. So really, really important. Another way to easily get connected with happiness is to help someone else. We often feel like, man, I'm the one who needs help. I'm the one who's struggling here. I'm having a tough time getting everything figured out. But the truth is, sometimes the help we need is by giving help to others. Getting involved. I was involved in feeding 40 veterans on Thanksgiving. Guys that couldn't to have a meal a couple days before Thanksgiving. I think they were all set up on Thanksgiving, so we did another meal for them with the Soul Brothers group. And it's amazing to be involved in that. Truth is, it was my son's birthday the same day, so I couldn't even be there to serve. But what did I do instead was I went shopping, and I got there early, and I tried to help out, get set up. Guess what? They had it all set up before I even got there. But I hung out with my guys for a while and just kind of got connected with the good cheer. And then I drove to my son's birthday party, so I didn't even get to be there. But just being connected to something like that, going and spending $100 at the food store, and knowing in my heart and in my mind that my investment, just $100 was going to go to helping these guys and to make somebody's life easier. Man, I got so much juice out of that because I was imagining it. I was focused on it. It doesn't mean I deserve some sort of moral or ethical award because I was willing to donate my time and money. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with getting connected to that vibrational frequency of what feels good and knowing that it was helping someone else. And I felt really good when I'm helping someone else. So, that's the whole reason I started a coaching business. Not because I want to make $1 million at coaching, although it would be nice. I am a coach because it makes me happy. I love helping others. So being a coach is like a dream come true. There's nothing I'd rather do. I've done many hundreds of podcasts that thousands of you download all the time. And thank you so much, by the way, for everybody who downloaded. I had done a podcast in a couple months, and I did one last week, and I'm getting back on the schedule here, getting ready for 2017. Going to be the biggest podcast year of my life. I am making the decision to get committed to that, and I'm super excited about it. And, that's why I do the podcast. I do the podcast because I love it, because it makes me happy. I get happy talking about happiness. Imagine that, right? So what is it in your life that makes you happy? Where can you donate your time or give something to someone else? Help others. Here's just a couple of ways to get connected to happiness. That is time with them, whether it's friends or family or coworkers or whatever. What is it that gives you the most joy? What is it? Just look in your life and start making decisions. Maybe you need to write it down. Maybe you need to call someone. Maybe you need to email someone or text someone and get connected with them. Say, hey, it's been too long. I miss you. Let's hang out. Let's get dinner. Let's get coffee. Who makes you feel good? Who makes you laugh? Who makes you smile? Who do you want to hug? Those are my favorite people. Those are the people that I stay in touch with. It's not so easy to stay in touch with the people that stress me out. All they want to do is complain, talk about everything they're worried about. I still love them. I do, but I'm not necessarily so excited about going to hang out with them. Who makes you happy? Who can you just be yourself with and relax and take it easy? Spend more time with those. Why not? It leads to more happiness, more joy for your life. Why not? More things that I want to mention is the actual practice of smiling even when you're not happy. I'm doing it right now. But I'm actually happy, so it's not fair. But my point is, you can choose to smile anytime. And there's a great Buddhist meditation called the heart smiling, the inner smile meditation, where you're smiling in your heart. You're focused on smiling. And I think if you've ever done mirror work, it's a great way to do it even without speaking into the mirror, but you look in your own eyes and you smile. You just look at yourself and smile. No criticism about how you look or any of that. That's not the practice. The practice is to just smile. Just turn those lips up. What it is, it sends your lips, your physical body, sending a message to the brain. Wait, we must be happy. Wait, why aren't we happy? And then it starts to feel happier. It's amazing. It's amazing. Understanding how the brain and the heart work in our self-development practice is really important. Well, anyway, I hope you got some techniques. I hope you got some help today. I hope that you're feeling better. I hope you're focused on what makes you happiest. And I'm just going to run through these quotes again because I think they're awesome and I think they're helpful. So let's just go through them again quickly. The first one, I might not do them in order. A happy life is just a string of happy moments. But most people don't allow the happy moment because they're so busy trying to get a happy life. Juicy. Man, these quotes are juicy. Here's another one. There's not one blasted thing for any of you to do but get happy. Find a reason to be happy. And oh, what a spot you live in to be happy. There's so much good stuff around you. So much. I like all of these, but this one's really juicy. You've got to be happy with the vibrational version before the manifested version can come. We're not asking you to be happy in the absence of what you want. We're asking you to be happy in the vibrational presence of what you want. Your imagination. Your imagination is so powerful. Don't leave it to the side. Use the gift of your imagination. Use the gift of your mind and heart to focus on what you want. Use all of that despite experiences, despite the past, despite appearances. Just focus on being happy anyway. Being happy with something that you already have in your life, or being happy with the vibrational presence of what you want. Thinking about how happy you will be once you have it. And then also feeling that happiness in the present moment. It is amazing how good it works. Okay, last but not least, the secret to getting anything desired. Get happy. Perfect one to leave with. Get happy, folks. I love you. I'm happy, and I wish you happiness. MattO'GradyCoaching.com. TheLivingGratitudeBook.com. Bless you. Namaste.